Look at me.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Wait.
Так.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Так. Белая майка.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revashol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the Kurak. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or political? If we connect every bullet hole in Martinez to the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of loose threads. But then again, I've made a note.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise. Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. Okay, but do continue. You were asking about the strike?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Anything else? Yeah, us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his note.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing, flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green Prime Line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the Lieutenant's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st, come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding?
Satellite Officer Vitmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station.
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vitmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick...
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost...
He lost his what?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is. No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun! We can still
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over. He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noodle by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. Not going to say that.
What's he saying? Share with the...
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure.
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it.
Satellite Officer V. I'm going to report that you are in pursuit of your service weapon.
In pursuit of his...
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. Ten-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What is it? What can...
He seems intoxicated and keeps us...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. What? What is it?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullins, High General of the Revasholian Cavalry.
Tell him to stop wasting...
What do you need, sir? Over. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. Excuse me, sir?
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pudier. Around the small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and...
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger fucking his fist, laughing.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright.
Yeah, Mac's right.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink?
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He would...
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the guy.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Right.
10-4, come in. Fireworker. Over. Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your...
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your... That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. Ten four. Well,
Does he actually want something, or
he asked if he ever told me about.
for God's sake, cut this shit out?
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar. So, was there anything else?
What? What is it?
He wants to verify.
But of course, it says...
Tell him to stop.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10-4.
Hold up, Jules.
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand?
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over.
Ну, с такими коллегами можно вообще тогда их нахер послать, раз они так со мной обошлись.
Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Я таких коллег нахуй вертел.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and it's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not alternative translation. Don't even think.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Да. Это какой-то киберпанк уже просто.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with the motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your... Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Yes, sorry about that. The Kupris Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
But this is different. This is a sports model.
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like tip-top, detective? an interstellary racing series. You should definitely give it a go if you like motor carriages. It has fantastic competition.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Куда же нам податься?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Ой. Ты мне в прошлый раз надоел. А я могу спуститься?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Yes, buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy. Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set too much, to be honest.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
طيب إن
It keeps me entertained. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Ой, еще майку я подбирал какую-то. Так, как, что мне? Корытка. Блять, как-то дешманское.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
Another time, perhaps.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around.
Доебался до меня.
His face does not reveal what's happening inside.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
You,
With Kim here too? That just sounded really...
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revashole citizens' militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Oh.
He's not telling you the whole story.
You weren't quiet. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there too, in case you didn't notice. The light swirls in his face and glasses. He doesn't know what to say.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Так, Так, а что там по... Да. Да. Опять?
Sure thing. She didn't seem like a truth be.
Right, so let me get this right.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
Sure, man.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. So cool. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's...
Новые мысли меня посещают, блядь. Так, я же там прокачивал эквилибристику. Я забыл где. Экс, что тут у нас? Отлично. А, так, тут мы были. Никак.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can...
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and pool while doing your dangerous police work.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your...
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit you.
Damn, officer!
It's going to be very difficult.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you!
Так, уже как-то время быстро течет, что-то странно, ускорилось. А я в туалет схожу. Что-то я проголодался. Здесь все хорошо. Понятно. Дельта Логистик Компани. Интересно, может тут это... Тупик? Похоже на то. Так. Масло вниз. Возмутительно.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens. Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from... Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across
Не
the
дохуя
canal
заданий вообще.
some other way.
Найди то.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Мужик.
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating this salami.
А я сыр ем.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the...
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revashol.
The words Daredevil Driver.
Это типа я сломал, что ли?
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes? Suit yourself. Just drop by on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock work again.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
It is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Вот и похавали. Спасибо. Так. В смысле? Я тут уже был. Так. Так, интересно. Перчатки без пальцев. А, и типа тут тупик. А, и мужик уже куда-то делся, аля. Мужик, ты где? А тут есть что? Так, тут тупик такой, а там тупик сякой, я помню. Здесь мужик. А, это статуя. Можно? И кто такой?
Looking for
А.
something?
Так, это у нас девочка и, по-моему, лавка, да? А, блядь.
Yes?
Так. Она вообще не выделяется, да? Алло. Всё, да?
Scab?
Ух ты, интересно.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time. I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, What brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor, for an honest union man like me. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage... I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or... maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Монетку бросает.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow.
Always glad to help out the RCM.
1 реал.
Shame I can't do more. Things
Спасибо.
are meager at the moment.
А мне надо 20 накопить.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a bet.
Так. Олё. В случае забастовки откройте крышку и нажмите на кнопку. Да. Заперто на электронный замок. Хорошо. Понятно.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me. That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. Yes, Al Ghul. Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you, for humiliating them and stripping them of their land. Correct, my small skull servant.
Ah.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles
Говорит как
and
инопланетянин.
aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history, bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Нихуя себе, блядь.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Of course you are, Revasholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music? Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites.
Нихуя себе, блядь.
We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Sim. No. I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revashol. The city is central to the Simony strategy, spreading through its...
Блять, застрелить можно, да и все, блядь. Мускулы накачал.
Extinction to come to terms with.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revashol. You hear him yell at a redhead.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort. wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation-states: the Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century.
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago, the Simonese inhabit the southern islands. The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from the east. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the super. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopag.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Revasholier, they are mud-colored people. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking al-Ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into the Revasholians, halfway between Type A and the racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Revashol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulics. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic sight. The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of
Не
Simonese
себя ли
strength
описываешь
and
сейчас?
great servility. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito, but enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself. We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way. Without becoming...
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Revasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease? There is nothing funky about them. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, Type B, and the Type B are the anaerobic races. Amorphous to an untrained pinkness is a racial quality that the Koiko, the countless, the Revasholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of...
The revolution came to Revashol from Grad, in Zarath reading potato cards. It is literally an illness. The revolution is fatal, familial. Enough of Tibet mediocrity. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibet Revasholian. Your...
Так. Да, блядь, ладно. Как спуститься? Кицураги. Ёпт. Да дайте спуститься, ебашу мать. А, назад. Так, что тут у нас?
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
А, это внутренний диалог.
It's also about that, but it's also more. It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. Increment. History's greatest catastrophes have been. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually. Increment. The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The king. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual. What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming. Whether...
Пошел нахуй. РГП. Дураги. РГП это же полиция. РГП, Ревашольский грузовой порт. Я понял.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with...
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar... A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with... The driver has adorned a large metal pendant hangs from the rear view. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large...
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is...
Что там? Неужели денежки? Слушайте, уже ночь настает, мне надо 20 реалов. Как-то это... Ицураги, ты на крышу забрался? Нет? А ты со мной спать будешь тоже, блядь? Че ты ходишь за мной, блядь? Постоянно заебал. Так, ты кто? Я забыл.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the foot. Nothing. Her smile just... No response wherever this woman is.
Так, мне кажется, мы в тупике, но мы не совсем в тупике. Ведь надо как-то пробраться в порт, где надо прыгать. Я не помню, как это делать. Как вообще я туда попал. Олё. Этот придурок вообще... Куно. Ты весь день тут будешь?
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're testing. Get lost.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up, up, up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Ебанутый, весь день кидает камни. Так. Ну что я-то вкачал эквилибристику 1 очко. Может быть, я смогу допрыгнуть, если мне не заблокировали. То я уже не понимаю.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into. The door rattles again, but this time...
Stop banging on the door! Doesn't matter who I...
From within comes the...
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round. No, I already told... Go check the backyard door. Maybe some...
Backyard door. With the smoker. You already were there.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever. Obviously, look at that vague yet threatening stuff spewing forth from your mouth.
I know my rights, and don't you marm me, boy.
But the sweeping on the other side has stopped.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Ничего себе. Для расстрела богачей.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman? I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Sim Jamrock or Revasholyu.
Oops. You really didn't.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something in.
Восемь.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Я не на восток пошел случайно. О. По копейке, просто по копейке собираю. Ты где? Вообще не понимаю, где я. Бля, мы вышли. Но непонятно. Теоретически, если бы я мог пользоваться фонарем. Бутылки в магазинчике Брита. Да. Как мне, блядь, найти ёбаный фонарь? А фонарь? Фонарь. Бомжекоп. Непонятно. Так, ладно. У меня был фонарь. Да. И что он? Я не понимаю. Я не могу спуститься. Ладно. А, погодите. А, как убрать? Ёб твою мать. Давайте. Чувак. Да, блядь.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best
Уже
chance to catch
вечер.
him is in the evening.
Уже 8:30.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know.
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory.
It's all right. We don't have to be here 9 p.m. sharp. I just need to write something. Tomorrow evening, right here. Apartment number 28.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Ноль. Так. Что новое?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another. Hatred, disgust. The woman on...
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving... It's where they grow whores like her. And have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be...
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? sucked it out of a cop's mule.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Этого угля даже, блядь, на месяц не хватит. Кто-то спал, не было. А может ломиком нахуй ебануться? А ну-ка, сейчас, погодите. Нет. Это. О. Почему выйти не могу? Почему он там не выделился, сейчас выделился? Бомжик-коп. Да? Да, а как мы были где-то вот наверху, мы были где-то. Да. Алло. Привет. В смысле, сегодня же выходной. Я, знаешь, сейчас играю в полицейского алкоголика, который проснулся, короче, ни хера не помнит, и ну, и прислали напарника. Вот, он постоянно перед ним стесняется, что он ни хера не помнит, проебал лет удостоверения, знаешь, тоже не понимает, где что происходит. Хожу сейчас, опрашиваю жителей. Ну, у меня, в принципе, так-то нету стабильного, но как-то оно устаканилось, и они мне вот последние месяцы дают вот, четверг и воскресенье. То есть могут как бы... А, да. Так что завтра... Всё, да. Нет, не дофига, но есть. Я просто... А, там 20? А, не знаю, ну может быть и будет, а может и нет. Ну, по идее должно хватить, теоретически. Ну, я вот сейчас не буду. У меня были сомнения насчет The Way of Your, я в поисках пробил, ты вроде говорил мне, что они есть, вроде что-то. Ну, The Ways of Your. Ну да, я нашел диалог, где я говорил, что вроде нет, а ты сказал, диски привезли, и что, типа. Потерялся, типа, что-то такое был, короче, вот. Да. Ну я и сейчас, вот видишь, забыл. Ага, давай. Так, рабочий момент. Так, как-то я проник в крышу. Где я? Или я опять сюда попал? Или где я? Ой, блядь, не начинайте снова, пожалуйста. А, то есть мне разблокировали все двери, да? Но... А, вот сюда мне надо, да? А то что у меня монтировка. Что, сейчас попробуем. Нихуя. Не, мне надо... Как-то я там был. Как-то там, по-моему. Да? Как? А, надо вернуться к Куна. Тут... Бля, я скоро запомню эту всю парашу. Так, где-то это была дверь. Дружище. Выдели лестницу. Ты же выделял лестницу. Я же как-то забирался на ней. Лестницу, пожалуйста. Или мне надо... Блядь, или мне надо убрать из рук хуйню. Бля, он выделил лестницу, когда я убрал из рук инструменты. Жесть. Так. Как быть? Yeah.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Йо, я ж прокачал эквилибристику.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Я прокачал сраную
Just be careful.
эквилибристику.
Looks like you almost strained the muscle there.
Заблокировано. Спасибо, блядь. Так. Нет. $85 очков. Короче. А сколько я должен был вкачать в эту эквилибристику ебаную? Ну, я не могу выйти. Бред. Ну и бред. Можно будет поговорить с ними, но я что-то подустал.